Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are in the world right now. Greetings to everyone out there. Season's greetings as we prepare for a fantastic and peaceful and probably very highly needed festive Christmas break. Wherever you are in the world right now, it is my ardent wish that despite the challenges that we've all had to face in our own way during these lockdowns, during these constrictions on our personal movement, on our businesses, on the people that we care for, I hope sincerely that you'll get time to be with some of your close ones, even if it's not face to face, but virtually you'll be able to be with your loved ones. And that I sincerely pray that you'll use it as a chance for some introspection and some personal reflection on recognizing that no matter what happens, we have the ability to be able to shape our inner world, even if we can't shape our outer world. So, I'm so glad to be here doing this live, and I want to go straight into something that I think is so pertinent as we prepare for 2021. I think it's very fair to say, and those of you who know me, those of you who don't know me, my name is Prash Katecha. I am a consultant in well-being, stress management, and conscious leadership. I am the founder of Stress to Success, a management consultancy dedicated to helping individuals and teams develop their emotional intelligence, personal power, and their leadership qualities to bring high performance into their work and outside their work. I'm also the founder of Urban Spirituality, the podcast, and the retreats. And one of the things that I've been kind of obsessed with is how to hack success. How to find success, not just through material means in terms of monetary rewards or material rewards such as possessions, but how to find success within our mind and in our environment and for the people that we care about. So part of my journey has been to redefine success. What does success really mean? And through looking at success and failing many, many times and coming to realize that failure, there are no such things as failures. There are only lessons to be learned. When you reframe mistakes and failures as lessons, you start to discover the seeds of success. You're able to start to deconstruct where you went wrong, reverse engineer the things that didn't quite work out. And through that, you can start to find success and start to model what success looks like for you in your life. And there are certain common denominators, certain common factors that show up time and time again on our success journey, whether it's in or out of the workplace. So whether you're a business owner, a leader, or you're a professional, or you're a stay-at-home mom, success is something we can all aspire for, and it can be practical. So on this live, I want to share a number of key strategies to harness success and make it more practical and achievable in 2021. So I hope you're ready for this. Get ready to make some notes, and we're going to go straight into it. We're going to talk about, firstly, several ways to find your mindset and prime your mindset for success, to set it, to calibrate it for success. See, if you're struggling for success and you're not realizing your dreams, sometimes the reason is that you're lacking that mindset. And if we want to achieve our goals, we have to work on developing that mindset for success, because a successful or growth mindset is what sets apart those who have success and those who don't. And you're the only person who can change that mindset. It's not something that the government can do, and it's not something that the government can stop through lockdowns. It's on us. So let me give you some keys. Number one, create successful habits. Now, depending on which school you listen to, it takes between 21 to 60 days to create a habit that's going to start to last. So you have to start by making those small micro changes. And those of you who've heard my podcast or listened to my previous talks, you know I'm a big fan of micro habits. And that's something that James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, and many others have started to adopt in their training and teaching as well, which is taking a habit that you want to achieve and deconstructing it into small, manageable steps. So what I want to advise is sit down and create a list of those things that you need to do to accomplish a particular goal. Try not to have more than 3 goals for 2021, 3 big goals. You can have small goals, that's fine, but 3 large, meaningful goals. And then start to make a list of those things that you need to accomplish them. Every day start to make small steps. So if it is, for example, getting fit, you don't have to go to the gym. You may not be able to go to the gym, but you can start doing small 10-minute bouts of fitness at home every day. And so that's an example of taking small steps towards a goal, let's say of gaining weight or losing weight, whatever it is. It's those micro steps rather than using the excuse of not having a gym or not being able to walk because like here in London, it's very cold. Secondly, understanding your why. Now, why this is important is if when the going gets tough, if your why isn't strong enough, you're going to give in. Your willpower will succumb to the pain of the experience or the inertia that's set in. Whereas if you have a strong why, it's going to compel you to go on and push through the blocks that may come. So you've got to change that mindset. It takes you to work out and get those habits to be fixed. You need to understand your why. You start by thinking about it fresh, understanding what it is that's driving you to want to do what you want to do. It could be because of somebody you care about. It could be because you promise yourself you're going to do this. It could be because somebody set you a challenge, or it could be just sheer need, sheer urgency of the situation that's causing you to need this. Whatever it is, try to understand your why. And what a great time to do this during this period of festivities, to take some time out, introspect, go in your cave and really look back and understand and dig deep and find strong enough whys to help propel you. Thirdly, create a vision for your life. Now, I know that sounds really grand, but when I say create a vision, I'm saying that to develop a success mindset, you've got to stop looking at your past. To see all the possibilities that lay before you, you've got to start looking forward to the future and think about the possible ways you can live your life. Envision, if you may, what looks like your ideal life. Now, it may not have to be everything that you want, but it's a life where you're leveling up your standard of living. And I don't just mean materially, I mean internally, intellectually, spiritually, socially. Have that vision for your future, and holding that will help you to move forward when you combine it with your why. Okay, let's move on and let's just cover a few more. The next thing is, you've got your why, you've got your vision, you're beginning to build habits. Now you want to also introduce positive self-talk or affirmations. Why? Positive self-talk and affirmations are a powerful way to neurally entrain those habits to start to lodge themselves and become routine. So powerful self-talk may take the form of capturing your purpose, your why, in small phrases. Even the people that you talk about, that you talk with, it's not just your positive self-talk, but it's actually the people you hang out with. Maybe there are people who are negative and people who are bringing a bit of a downer on you. You've got to go and look at those people and really start to see if you can distance yourself from some of these individuals. I hope that makes sense. So really start to look at what your why is. And if any of you are challenged, or if you feel, well, why should I do this? Oh, it's all hocus pocus. Let me assure you that upgrading your self-talk or having positive self-talk is a very powerful tool. It can be a simple affirmation as much as, I am making progress towards my key goals each day, every day. It could be, I remain strong in my will and I crush my goals on a regular basis. It could be something as simple as, every setback I have is a comeback that makes me stronger. These are powerful affirmations that you can really start to bring in to start to help to bring about the change that you want. So look to upgrade your self-talk as far as possible, as much as possible. Really look to upgrade that self-talk. Right, let's move on and let's look at a couple more. Your intentions. So your intentions are going to set the tone for how you ultimately navigate both your personal and professional success. Your intentions for the day will set how your day starts to appear. And even though you can't control all the things that happen to you in the day, you can control how you react. So setting that intention at the beginning of the day is really powerful. And if you haven't set yours high enough to challenge the status quo, then what happens is you need to think bigger and push yourself further past that comfort zone. So have an intention that you will challenge yourself healthily. Have an intention that the goals may have setbacks, but you will continue regardless. So a great way to inject your intentions, I call it injecting intentions, is in the morning. Once you've had your breakfast, or before, if you have breakfast, I'm not sure if you have breakfast or not, but that's the time, first thing, to really get your intentions in. So you're really strengthening and thickening your ability to be able to forge ahead through the day, despite the challenges and the setbacks that may actually occur. I hope that kind of makes sense. All right, and then let's look at also grit. So grit and resilience go very well hand in hand, and I defer to a wonderful author, Angela Duckworth, who wrote a book on grit. And what she says is that when it comes to success, talent counts, but effort counts twice. So the foremost thing is building grit and resilience, two things that are vital to our long-term success. You see, grit it's what helps push us past those difficult challenges that we get. And when strong desire sometimes gives up because we're not getting anywhere, we feel like we're not making any progress, when those things happen, it's the grit that pushes us through. It's the grit that gets us beyond that. To really look at trying to embrace grit, check out her book, Grit by Angela Lee Duckworth. Again, grit can be built as part of your injection of intention in the morning. When you take your intention injections in the morning, along with your breakfast, if you don't do breakfast like me, if you're an intermittent faster, skip breakfast and have your breakfast as a mental breakfast. Consider it a food for the mind breakfast. And you can build your intention there, that I remain firm and resolved despite setbacks. My grit is ironclad. So these are the affirmations that you can use to inject those intentions and get your grit in there. Strengthen that why each day. Understand the direction that you want to go and set those goals, not more than 3 in the year. So I hope that's been of some value. I know it's been a short, it's just some things that I had on my mind. Somebody or a find some way to hold each other accountable, because this is really powerful. When you do that, when you have an accountability partner and you're able to do that, that's where the strength starts occurring, because now you're not just by yourself. You have somebody holding you accountable for your goals and your success desires for 2021, and they have the same through you. And this is where you can start to magnify that success and increase the chances of achieving those goals. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me leave you with the invitation of finding, liking, and subscribing our podcast, Urban Spirituality, which has been created with much love over the past few years, interviewing people on their success journeys, their life journeys, and how they have transformed themselves and succeeded through this power of spirit all around the world. Catch that on iTunes, Spotify, all your usual platforms. Check out the YouTube channel, Urban Spirituality. And for those of you on LinkedIn, always a pleasure to have been on this journey with you. I look forward to catching you in the new year. That's it from me. Peace out. Namaste. Have a safe Christmas and New Year ahead. Bye for now.